back, aren't I? But anyways, so I was gone, if you hadn't noticed. But I imagine not too many people notice a channel with 20 subscribers, you know, dropping off the radar. I don't even remember when I left, but I was still living at my dad's house, so change in scenery. Now I have an apartment and I have a cat. Basil, come out. I don't have time for this morning. Oh my God. Oh yes, and I run a newspaper now. The student newspaper for my college, which I wasn't planning on doing because I think I started this when I was a sophomore or before my sophomore year. And now I'm in my junior year and I wasn't planning on running a newspaper, but I became editor-in-chief halfway through my sophomore year, which I wasn't expecting either, which kind of severely fucked up my life and my college timeline. Can I curse on here? Which kind of severely messed up my college timeline. Am I grateful? Yes, but it does come with its downsides, being that I work all the time, have no friends, and constantly feel like a failure. It's great. Oh my God, I love it. But anyways, today is one of those days where I'm like, I'm such a failure. And I didn't like I wasn't planning on it, but here I am. But what had happened was I applied to my school's homecoming court and the results came out today and I didn't get it, which was okay. And I started the day and I was like, that's better, which was okay. And I started the day and I was like, oh, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. I'm gonna be fine. If I don't get it, it's gonna be all right. But then I got it and they said, due to the highly competitive applicant pool, we decided not to choose you. And I think something about that phrasing was like, it was highly competitive and you weren't good enough. I don't like hearing that I'm not good enough in highly competitive settings, especially at Western Michigan University. This is a much better angle. But I went to a college prep school and then I went to Western and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake. And I got nominated for Student Leader of the Year last year, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be fine. But here I was in a competition and I wasn't even like good enough to make it to the Final Four. And I was like, what? I should probably add, for those of you who aren't from the United States, say, god-awful country like Sweden don't know, homecoming is a thing that high schools do and colleges do, where it's like you come back to the place if you have graduated from there and celebrate graduating. And then the students who are there, you know, sometimes there's little activities, like there's a homecoming football game. That's a really big deal. And then usually you have a court and then people vote on those individuals to see who is crowned queen and king, or royalty at this point, I guess. Anyways, at this point, I'm upset because in the interview I talked about still going through a process of transition, and I talked about the Herald a lot, and they were like, well, do you do anything besides the Herald? And I was like, well, really, no. And it's not that I don't want to, because I desperately want to. I desperately want to do things that aren't running my newspaper. But I was like, well, when I started at Western, we went into a pandemic right after spring break of my freshman year. So I hadn't established myself at all, really. I was in other RSOs, but then I had to leave those because of the Herald, because it was a conflict of interest. And for my other interests, there aren't really RSOs, and I wanted to start one about wellness, but I couldn't because of the Herald. And I was just saying, when I interviewed, I was just specifying it's okay to still be in a phase of transition and to not be settled in where you are yet. You know, not everybody that's involved in campus life and getting their foot in the door and trying to meet new people, not everybody has it all together, even by the time that they're in their junior or senior year, and that it's important to see people where they're at and then recognize that no matter where you are in your journey at Western, there's still places to get involved, still people that you can get to know, and you can still expand your interests. And I feel like, coming from me, I started here as a political science major, and now I'm a film major, which is, a crazy transition. But I mean, life is full of transitions, and we're never, done changing or transitioning. So I think it's really important for people to know that if you still are in a place of change and transition,
that's okay.
And I guess to a degree I'm kind of upset that I can't share that message, but more so I think I'm upset because I feel like the way I'm interpreting it is that it's not okay to be in a time of transition. It's not okay to be a junior in your third year of college, and oh my god, this is making me emotional, but like, to be a junior in your third year of college and not know what you're gonna do for a career, not really have any developed friendships, and not really have any RSOs that you're a part of and want to get a part of, because at a certain point, especially when you're not just a student anymore, you're a 20-year-old who experienced most of college during a pandemic, who also leads a group of 20 people, 20 to 30 people. You're not a person anymore. You are an entity. You are a title. And so many things about what I do have been like, try. Oh my god. And for so long I've been trying to get over that, to not think of myself in that context anymore, but it's so hard. Like, I feel like I failed really hard. Like, I went out of my way to reach out and then try something new, and it didn't work, and I'm just like, I don't think I can talk about it anymore because I'm getting like way too emotional, and I need to stop thinking about it. Because if I keep thinking about it, then I'm gonna keep on feeling like a failure, and that's not productive because it's getting dark and I have more work to do after I've been working since 11 a.m. I haven't eaten anything today, I've just worked. I know it's not healthy. Please don't tell me it's not healthy, because I know it's not, but oh my god. If other people would do their job, please. Oh, it's killing me. But anyways, with being back, what I want to do is I want to start a book club. Oh, I should probably mention also, why am I back? Because TikTok is easier, so I went on TikTok. And in the span of like 5 or 6 months, I got past like 10,000 followers, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fudge, bridge, fidget spinner? I'm doing well on TikTok, and you should follow me on TikTok. All love to my 11,000 followers on TikTok. If you're here from TikTok, I just want you to know, I don't respond to my comments that much, but I see them, and I love you so much. And I think you're all so awesome. And I'm excited you're here, and I'm excited to be back. This makes me so much more excited than not getting homecoming court does. Like, thinking about the future and everything that's gonna happen, I'm just like, this is great. And based off of that success, I wanted to do a bunch of things, like talk more about mental health and wellness, and start a book club, and racism, because racism is important. If you're into any of that, or you would like to see my personal development journey of being a whole healthy human being and not feeling like a failure all of the goddamn time, all of the gosh darn time, then follow me, I guess. Just follow me everywhere, except to my house. I would not appreciate that. Please don't try and find out where I live, because that would make me quite uncomfortable. Until I can get a security team and an assistant after that, and I'm best friends with Kanye West after that, I guess it's like, you can do whatever you want. Anyways, that's all I had to say. I'm back. I don't know how often I'll be posting, or, you know, when I'm gonna post next. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Stay classy, stay aggressive. I don't know. Someone think of a tiger outro for me, and then tell me in the comments, and I may steal it. Just kidding. I'll credit you. I promise. Okay, I'm going now. Bye.